What is up, everybody? This is NoFumar coming at you with after a little bit of a hiatus. I haven't made a video in quite some time. I've just been busy with work and honestly didn't feel like making any movies anymore. But I'm coming back with you with a random number generated PC where the build is made up and the specs don't matter. So basically how this works is we go to Newegg and we sort things like processor, motherboard, RAM, and other things like that based on its best rating, and then we sort it between the min value and the max value, and then we select whatever we want and we throw it into our build. The only thing that we do make sure works is the motherboard. Otherwise, nothing would work with the rest of the board and it'd be kind of a little bit pointless. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get started. We're gonna minimize me here. We're gonna minimize me down here, and we're gonna go ahead and get started with our processor. And we have 121 different processors, so we're gonna go between 1 and 121, and we're gonna get number 47. So that's still on the first page. Never mind. This is not sorted based on 100. Now we're on the first page. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 40, 44, 47. Oh joy. We have by far the greatest processor in the world. We're going to be getting an Intel Celeron G50 or 540. This is a dual core 2.5 gigahertz processor. It looks like it doesn't actually take too much power, only 65 watts. This is a Sandy bridge, so this is a little bit older. This has been outdated, I believe this said, but anyway, this uses an 1155 socket, so when we go sort by our motherboards, we're going to be choosing that one. And this is only going to run us 50 bucks on Newegg, so that's relatively inexpensive. Later at the end, I'll tally them all up. But anyway, so this is 50 bucks on Newegg. So let's go ahead and go to motherboards, and we're going to go to an Intel motherboard, the 1155 socket type. And we're going to go ahead, already by best rating, awesome. And there are 110 motherboards with this socket type. We're going to be choosing number 98, so 2 from the bottom. Alright, number 100, 99, 98. Alrighty. So, looks like we're actually getting an open box item, meaning this was returned and someone didn't like it. But we are going to be getting a Gigabyte GA-H61M. Let's see the specs on this guy. You can take up to 1333 memory. So if we get 1600, we're just going to be bottlenecked a little bit. It can support up to 16 gigs though, so that's pretty good. 1 PCI Express 3.0 slot. 2 PCI regular slots, so not too bad. We do not have SATA 6 gigabit a second, so we will probably not be bottlenecked by our regular spinning hard drive. However, if we do get an SSD, we are going to be bottlenecked a little bit. It does have gigabit, Ethernet, HDMI, USB, no USB 3.0 it doesn't look like, so a slightly older motherboard, but whatever. That's the point of random number generated builds. But anyway, so we're going to move on to our video cards, and there are 1,010 different video cards, which is actually a heck of a lot, probably because there's different memory sizes and all that. And if you look at that, we're actually getting number 2, so not bad at all. We're going to be putting like a $600 graphics card with a $50 CPU. But we're going to be getting an EVGA GTX 780 superclocked 3 gig 384-bit GDDR5 graphics card. And before I forget, because I always do this and I'm really bad at this stuff, that motherboard is going to run us like 50 bucks, so $49.30. Back to the graphics card, we've got tons and tons of CUDA core, 2300 CUDA core, 3 gigabytes of GDDR5 RAM with 384-bit bus, PCI Express 3.0, so luckily our graphics card is going to be able to work with our motherboard at the recommended speed, although it might be a little slower, who knows, but because bottlenecking with the CPU, but oh well. So this is one heck of a graphics card. This will pretty much run any game on one monitor at 1080p maximum settings. It could probably even do like 1440p, no problem. And you're definitely paying a premium for that. You're paying 520 bucks for our graphics card. So we have already like multiplied our budget by 6 just by this graphics card. But oh well. We also get free watchdogs. Whatever. So anyway, on to memory. There are a lot of different types of memory. There are 1,949 different sticks of memory. And of course, we're going to get some ridiculously large number. 1,659, so we have to go off to page 17. If we can even like scroll there quickly, I don't know. Just give me a second here, and we will get there lickety-split. We'll get there in a jiffy. By the way, fun fact, if you didn't know, a jiffy is how long it takes light to travel. I think it's like 1 meter or 1 centimeter or something. I can't remember, but it's a ridiculously small value, so I thought that was kind of cool. But anyway, we're going to be going up to row 15 and then taking off one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Alright. Well, we're only going to be able to use about half of this memory. But whatever. I don't even know what kind of memory this is. Is this for like a laptop? I can't tell. For HP Pro, I don't know. We're just going to go back and we're going to take one off. We'll go to the one before this. Alright, this should work. Yes. Okay, so we are getting 2 gigabytes of crucial memory that is running at, I think, actually 1333. I don't know the actual spec here, what PC 10,600 is. I think it's like the 1333 megahertz or something like that. But irrelevant, we have memory for our computer, and we have 2 gigs of it, which is not going to do very well, but hey, it's going to work, so whatever. $37 for that memory. We're going to go onto our storage, and there are 1,296 different storage dudes, and we're getting number 28. We're actually having not too bad number with some of the more important things. We had number 2 graphics card, and cool. So anyway, 28. So 11, no, 5, 6, and then 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. Okay, Western Digital Purple. I've never actually heard about Purple. This may be something new. I don't know. Designed to support up to 32 HD cameras. Oh, so this is for like surveillance, it looks like. But it's not too much more expensive than a Western Digital Blue. But this is just your standard hard drive, 7200 RPM. We're not going to be able to get a SATA 3 port for it, so we're just going to have to deal with a SATA 3 port. But oh well, we got a Western Digital Purple, 1 terabyte of storage, $70. Really not too bad. Now we're going to come and see if we want to do a solid state drive, so we're going to go ahead and do a yes/no, whether or not we're going to get one. And we are going to get a solid state drive, so maybe we'll speed up our computer a little bit. And there are 690 different types. We're going to get number 172. So I need to go to page 2 here. And then 5 off will get me to 180. 6 off will get me to 176. 7 off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh shoot, hang on. One moment, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Oops, I didn't click the right button. There we go. We are getting an Intel 510 SSD. It's a 250 gigabyte. This does run SATA 3, but unfortunately we can't really do SATA 3. So this has 500 megabit a second read and 315 megabit a second write. So pretty fast SSD, but it's also super expensive. It's $500. Maybe because this is like a slightly older model or something. I know you can get 250 gig right now for much less expensive. But anyway, we're gonna move on. So we got an SSD, so pretty cool. Power supplies, there are actually a lot of power supplies, but when you get towards the bottom of the list, they all turn into like cables and things, so it doesn't really count. But so we're gonna be sorting from 1 to 500, and we're gonna be getting number 122. So off to page 2. Hopefully we have enough power to power that 7080 and a couple other these things that we're getting. So 5 and then 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, no, wait. Yeah. Oh, boy. Alright. This is gonna probably not work. But oh well. We're getting a Raid Max 380 watt power supply. I don't think we're going to be able to run the graphics card. Let me check real quick. Like how much power this thing draws. This thing says 40. I don't think we're going to be able to power the graphics card. So we're going to be running on Intel HD graphics pretty much. But oh well. So this power supply is going to run us 20 bucks. Whatever. 20 bucks is 20 bucks. But stand by for a quick second. I got to check on something. And we will resume. Okay, sorry about that. Had to quick check on something. But anyway, Raid Max power supply, 380 watts. Fun, fun, fun. So moving on, we're going to go look at our case. And there are 830 different cases. So 830. And we're going to be getting number 153. We've been favoring the 100 section. But anyway, so off to page 2. If we can find page 2. And then 10 plus 3 plus 1. So 13 and then 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Here we go. Alright, not too bad. We'll be able to see inside our case and see the graphics card that we can't power. But oh well. We're going to be getting a Thermaltake Versa H23 mid-tower case. It actually looks pretty cool, I'm not going to lie, if you can see it here. It does have USB 3.0 front, but we don't have 3.0 headers. In fact, I don't even know if we have 2.0 headers. We probably do. They probably figured that out. But we got this cool side case view here on the side. Really not too bad, so that's kind of cool if you ask me. But anyway, we are going to be charged 55 bucks for this. And it looks pretty cool, so 55 bucks tacked on. And moving on, we're going to see if we are going to get a CD or DVD drive burner by clicking yes or no. And we are going to. So there are 58 of these guys. We're going to generate, and we're going to get number 2. I think this is actually the second time we've gotten number 2. But anyway, we're getting an Asus DVD writer. If my web page will load, that would be great. We could take a look at the specs on this guy, but I'm pretty sure it's just your standard CD, DVD drive burner. It'd be great, again, if the web page would load. However, it's going to run us 20 bucks. I don't think we really need to take too much of a look into the CD or DVD drive burner. Just know that we're getting an Asus DVD drive burner, and it's, oh, here we go. So, free shipping on this item. Oh, when you spend 25 or more, because it says free shipping right here, and then over here it says $7 shipping. So that confused me. But anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and tally all these guys up, and if you just stand by, I will be right back with those totals. Alrighty everyone, I've tallied it all up, and we have, using our Intel Celeron G540, our OpenBox Gigabyte H61M motherboard, are way overpowered, and I don't even think we're going to be able to power it. We might if we just don't plug in half our stuff. Our EVGA GTX 780, our 2 gigabytes of RAM, our Western Digital Purple, Intel 510 series SSD, 250 gigabyte, our pathetic Raid Max 380 watt power supply. I wonder if you can even choose. You could have chosen 450 and we might have been able to do it, but I don't think so. But oh well. I'll put this into PC Part Picker and link it at the end just so that we can see how it works. Our Thermaltake Versa H23 mid-tower case and our Asus DVD writer. Our total comes out to $1,320.44. Had it not been for the power supply, I think this build would have been pretty damn good. The CPU would have definitely bottlenecked us. However, oh well. You can't always get what you want, but that's what the fun of a random number generated PC build is. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I just wanted to do this. I was really bored today and had nothing better to do. Give me ideas for things to do. Share this video if you thought people would enjoy it. And subscribe if you want to see more stuff. Blah, blah, blah. All that crap. And give me suggestions for things to do and whatever. Alright, this is Novumar, signing off.